courtyard smelt of burning men. Housecarls beat their shields, and the wizards sang their awful songs as 9 prisoners from the dungeons were flayed upon ashen stakes in the yard, an offering to the gods of life and death and ash and smoke. The Skvarger led the ritual, as the sword Skaldling was entitled. In his black armor he looked like a god himself, if not the first High King reborn. After so many years in the shadows, Alva had at last the honor to stand at his side. People came from all over to swear fealty to the new warlord. Even the Blackmane knelt before him, and foretold the coming of 11,000 men from Ownland. The troll-wife Spain promised 16,000 from Vikland, the islanders another 7 between them, and from Hearthskald's own lands 15. The Skvarger had his own host of 14,000 coming down from Wardrun, host of wild men, wizards, and monsters, who had long ago forsaken their humanity to better serve the gods. Together, these children of war and death would make an army worthy of song. A song I'd like to sing, Alva thought. She had not a terrible voice for it. In the south, she had led witches in their chants, and warriors in their wild prayers. Alva had once made men into dogs, serpents, and crows, awakening in their addled minds the will of the gods, her words a weapon unlike any other. Now the spirits of the land whirled around her, wisps of flame around the stone dais upon which she stood, beside her father in his armored radiance, the redness glistening off his gilded breastplate. Now is the time of gods and kings, as Skvarger said. We will fight, fight, and bring honor to the realm. We will bring death to the worldlings who ruined us, and we will remind them who we are. Askvarger, the soldiers cheered. Skaldland, Skaldland, for the Crow God! Rise, brothers and sisters of Skaldland, rise, for soon we march. Skvarger turned from the dais and motioned for his daughter to follow. Alva did so, with her head bowed against the rising wind, the golden sunlight streaming into her one eye. Almost missed the storm. Almost. They left the warriors cheering, beating their shields and screaming at the heavens. Askvarger! Askvarger! The Lord Jarl led his daughter up and crossed the walls of Vorgastol, headed for the tower where the lords of Skaldland now held court. Watchers stood at attention as they passed, whispering his name and hers with equal reverence. Some laughed at the sight of her, and she knew they were thinking about her duel against the Blackmane, victory such as they'd never seen before. She had beaten him with her words, they said, words and wits and wisdom. It was not half as simple as that, and she had never been so scared since her childhood, but she saw no reason to let them know that. The illusion of power, as Skvarger said, observing the ninth such encounter with the guards who spoke her name. You showed bravery, girl, and wits beyond those of a frightened child. You defeated the Blackmane, yes, but Alva sighed, keeping stride as they entered the great tower, moving up and up and up the steps. But it was foolish, said the Jarl, and stupid. You could have gotten yourself killed. It was the same for you, father. You could have died. I doubt that. Alva felt her anger rise. You think the Blackmane was going to back down on his own? She asked, without asking. Me neither. You're strong, father, but the Blackmane is stronger, yes. Younger and stronger and more ferocious. You would have seen me beaten in the mud. You would have seen me fall. Aye, perhaps he would have killed me, but I don't think the king would have let it go that far. It would have taken too long for Thorgrim to end me. Tell me, do you remember those outlaws in the forest? You were young. We were returning from a sacrifice. I remember. Her missing eye had started to hurt again. I was struck with a knife, here beside the heart. But I didn't die, Alva. If he had struck harder and hit closer to the mark, perhaps. He touched his armored chest. If he had struck my head off, he dragged a finger across his throat. Aye, perhaps. I'm waiting for you to tell me what I did wrong, father. But you are different, Alva, he said sternly. You are not like me. I am favored by the gods in ways few men are, few women, too, let alone children. That stung. Alva was no longer a child, but in the eyes of someone as old as Escavarger, perhaps her life was still in its infant stages. You were not made for a shield wall, nor were you made to fight duels. I've come to realize you were made for the shadows, for your words, for your deeds. Your bravery must still be tempered. I've seen you cower, I've seen you blanch in the face of justice, but now you've gone too far the other way. Alva, his voice softened somewhat. He turned to look at her upon the steps. I've tried all these years to make you brave, to make you strong. There was steel in his voice again. Do not waste my hard work against something so small as Thorgrim Blackmane. That was the end of it. He was walking up the stairs again, and Alva had to press herself to keep up with him. She wasn't sure what to make of that. Was he actually concerned about her well-being? He'd never been open with her before, never truly honest. I will remember, father, she thought glumly. I understand you've made an investment in me, and I've yet to pay. I don't intend on dying any time soon, she thought. I'm going to live. Yes, I'm going to live, damn you.